Farming gold in Guild Wars 2 is very important. So much that there are literal apps that track how much gold you are making. Because that way, you can actually see, depending on the activity you're doing, not only your wallet gold go up, but also, your overall account value go up, as many currencies and items don't really translate to liquid gold, but actually to value gold, account value gold. And I have for you the best, in my opinion, app that tracks all of this in a very, very easy and fast way. So let's see what it is. Subscribe channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me, and let's get into it. So what is this app? What is this website? This website is called DRF, Drop Research Facilities, and it's very, very easy to use. I'll explain how to install it, but essentially it gives you all the information that websites like Guild Wars 2 Efficiency and all these other ones give you, but instantly, because it doesn't really work with the API. It works with an actual add-on that you put in your game, and it's very, very cool. As you can see here, for example, I have my character. And as soon as I open anything, look at this, those alkaline balances are little boxes. Boom, it's opening it. And then instantly it'll appear here and it'll say how much, excuse me, how much gold I made. Look at that, 37 silver. Of course, it says 1 million approximate gold per hour because I just did that in like 1 second, right? 1 millisecond. So it's like, oh my god, you made so much gold per hour. If you did this, all the time from like, forever, yeah, you will making this gold. But of course, that specific bag, I already had farmed from it, right? But me opening the bag, because the bag didn't really have anything, any value in and of itself, only it had value when I opened it, of course, gave me the overall value now, right? You can open all the, for example, I could start opening all this other stuff and it'll continue getting me a bit of gold. Of course, I'll run out of things to use and to open, but of course, this all will be tracked. For example, for opening all of these bags, I got 77 silver. Of course, now the gold per hour went down insanely hard because, yeah, well, the time has passed, and the app is saying, oh shit, you don't actually, you're not doing this all the time, for every second, right? You're doing it, every few seconds and all this other stuff, right? So, of course, it'll apply. But it's pretty nice to know that this is the amount of gold that I made by opening these bags, right? You can also do this for this heavy loot bags or this bags of gear. Is very, very cool, very, very useful. And of course, the coolest thing about this is that my gold here has not gone up that much, but because this is calculating how much, all these materials that I've opened are worth, it's telling me how much gold I'm actually making, right? How much currencies I'm gotten. For example, it says here that I've gotten 18 jade proof of heroics, and of course 1 spirit shard, right? Pretty cool, right? And this will apply to everything we open. So it's a very, very good tool, very, very fun tool, and it's very easy to actually use it as well. To get it going, you just have to go to your to drf.rs, log in into a new account, create one, and this will leave you into this website. It'll tell you to go into the Guild Wars 2 website on your account, create a new API token, and assign name and permissions, specifically the name that you have here. I'm gonna do it with an account that I actually don't have linked right now. I'm just gonna go new key, and I'm gonna go and put in the name. It has to be this name, otherwise it will not be authenticated, and it will not know that you are actually giving the permissions, right? And you want to put all the permissions here, as it uses everything you have. Another thing that is really very good about this app, it will not track cells on your trading post. Well, unless you actually take the gold from the trading post, but on that, it will not consider that. Therefore, you will not have any issues by your data getting corrupted by something selling, right? Then you create the API key. Of course, then you copy the API key that you just got from here. Well, when it loads, the API key, you copy the code and you put it right here. I just go next, and you'll paste it right there, right? And it's just never loading. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's pretty easy. You just put it here, right? And then you'll be kind of ready. Actually, no, I do want that to happen because I want to show the other part, which is a verification part is actually kind of important. So I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna copy it, paste it, and once it loads, there we go. We're gonna have to authorize Guild Wars 2 accounts, and there's a few ways of doing this. First, of course, we're gonna put the my account. This is Darren's1982. I'm gonna authorize it, and we're gonna have to do something else afterwards. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have to wait. Looks like there's a problem logging in. That's not good. I don't like that. Can I just, can it work, please? I'm trying to show something, guys. Can you guys make it work, please? This would be great. No, it's not. Okay, let me just refresh here. Sometimes this website, it's a very good website and it's a very good tool, but sometimes it just doesn't work correctly. And we are in the dashboard. Okay, perfect. Now, after this, you do need to download a DLL and put it on your folder for it to be, For it to be linked from your website to your account. And you want to do this by just going here and, into the drf.rs website and put get started. You'll get the DLL, you'll download it, and you'll put it, as you can see how you do it. There's a little bit of a, a way if, to link it to ArcDPS, or also if you have the adder manager, just follow these instructions depending on your situation, and you'll be fine. And then after that, you should be fine. You might have to authorize your account. It shouldn't be a problem, and it will tell you how to do it. And there's a few options in order to actually, authorize your account. You're gonna have 3 options. You can, of course, do the API token name, that we did. You can also do a TP buy order one, where you place a buy order in the in-game trading post. And you will require a bit of gold, and you can place it on a buy order to see that, hey, it is me, this person, the person that has the game, and is doing this whole, Guild Wars 2 thing, and, linking it to this account, it's me, right? You can also do it with your character name, create a new character using a name provided in the next step. Requires one free character slot. This character can be deleted upon successful verification. But honestly, the API token one, the one that we just did, I think is the easiest one, and it's just so much easier and so fast. But you can choose any of the situations as well, right? As you can see, I'm already verified, so it'll work anyways. Now, for this case, I'm just gonna use my own version, right? I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go in here and, use my other account that I already have, here, and show you a little bit what you can do with it, right? For example, right now, just so you know, I'm gonna sell something from, I'm gonna sell any item, this Ash Legion key, and you will see how the gold, because it came from my account, right? It is in my account, and it's gonna leave my account. It's gonna make me lose some gold. I already made 2 gold and 35 silver, but now it's gonna drop down to, gonna drop down to 21 silver because I lost that gold. Of course, this money will be made, and once I take it from the trading post, it will appear in the average gold per hour, and of course the average profits as well. But right now it counts as deleted, right, until I actually get it. I also have my Wizard's Vault, for example, and I can actually, I can't because I'm too much, but if I were to take it, it would give me the Astral Acclaim, right? I can also purchase a little bit of gold from the Astral Ward. You're gonna see how I actually, this gold will be acquired, right? It actually says that I lost 175 Astral Acclaim, but now I'm gonna open the bag of coins here, boop, and now boop, the gold is here. Approximately profits 5 gold, right? The time that has passed has been a few minutes, so of course it will calculate the amount of time to see how much gold per hour I've made. By just opening that, of course, I already had the currency, but by converting it, I converted a currency that made, was no money, no gold, and now I transform it into gold, which this website will track, right? Of course, if I go here as well and I take this Astral Acclaim, well, I guess I can't because I need to do it again. I'm just gonna have to do it again. I don't want this stuff. I don't want any of this, honestly. I was like, oh, maybe I can show you a little bit of how I, Actually, no, I do want, for example, let's say that I, pick this one, the Black Lion Mastery Coffer, because I do need it for Spirit Shards. Let's say I take a few, right? This will actually count me, it will give me the, It will count that I lost my Astro claim, but it will also count the fact that, you know, it won't count any gold that I made, because this is not really something that is gold, right? It's nothing, right? It's just, you know, it's just experience, right? And it will count the spirit shards that I get by you opening it, right? But that's not about it. There's nothing else, right? It will count. Actually, I made 14 spirit shards from that. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of spirit shards. That's awesome, right? For me, for example. I will also right now go into the trading post, and you'll see I'll get the 16 gold that I had from before, and it will count it, and it will, you know, tell me that I made 21 gold right now. So, and because there's not a lot of time that has passed, you know, the approximate gold per hour is 120 gold per hour, which is a lot of gold. And kind of unrealistic, but of course, I already had those items farmed from before. So, of course, if you do a run of a meta train, for example, or a fractal run, or whatever, it will actually count everything in here, and it will be very, very accurate in the amount of gold that you made. But also, you can have to consider that there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to, convert from currency into gold, and until you do that, you will not consider it as profit, right? So, and it's kind of cool because, you know, transforming currencies from one side to the other always will take some time. So it will consider that time that you spent, you know, getting those items and transforming them into the gold per hour, which I think is super, super, super cool. You also have the session summary that will tell you exactly how much things you got and how many things you lost by opening them, by transforming them into something else, and it's very, very cool, right? You can also export the data into an CSV file. I think you can use that in Excel sheets and stuff. I actually never used them, so I can't really tell you that much about it. And look at that, we also have filter options coming soon, which would be very, very cool. I would definitely say one of the things that I don't really like about this website is that it's kind of hard to log in and log out. It kind of considers, like, sometimes I want to log into another account, and it's very, very annoying, so I just end up using another browser that doesn't, you know, doesn't have me logged in. It also works with another website called Giroshu Authenticator or whatever, and it's just a bit confusing, but the whole thing, you know, the whole tool is very, very useful and very, very cool. So I would definitely recommend that overall. Tell me if you have any suggestions, any questions about this tool, of course. I think it's very, very cool, right? Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you guys around. Love you all. And the subscribe channel for more content of this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. And yeah, thank you.